The circus, a riot of garish colors and deafening sounds, was a prison draped in the guise of entertainment. Bruno, a brown bear of immense size, once a lord of the forest, was reduced to a performer, a jester in a tawdry spectacle. His once majestic fur, matted and dull, hung loosely on his gaunt frame, a testament to the life he endured. His eyes, once bright with the untamed spirit of the wild, were now clouded with a deep, weary sadness. He spent his days in a cramped cage, the bars a constant reminder of his captivity, his nights haunted by dreams of towering trees and rushing rivers, a life he could no longer reach. Nearby, in another cage, a sleek gray wolf named Luna paced restlessly, her yellow eyes burning with an untamed fire. She had been captured as a pup, her spirit unbroken, her defiance a silent scream against the bars. The trainers, masters of fear and manipulation, used whips and empty stomachs to control her, but her heart remained wild, her spirit a flickering flame in the darkness. One night, as the circus prepared to move, the air thick with the smell of sawdust and stale popcorn, a careless handler left their cages unlocked, a moment of negligence that would change their lives forever. Bruno, sensing an opportunity, a sliver of hope, nudged the door open with his massive paw, the sound a soft click against the din of the circus. Luna watched, her ears perked, her senses on high alert, as the bear stepped into the cold, starlit night. The snow fell softly, a silent blanket over the garish lights of the circus, a cleansing white against the grime of captivity. Bruno, his massive frame a silhouette against the moonlit snow, lumbered through the empty fairgrounds, his breath a white cloud in the frigid air. Luna followed cautiously, her senses sharpened, her instincts guiding her through the unfamiliar terrain. They were free, but the world outside the cages was a labyrinth of shadows and unknown dangers. As they reached the edge of the fairgrounds, a shout echoed through the night, a harsh voice breaking the silence. A handler, his face contorted with anger, had spotted them, his presence a threat to their newfound freedom. Bruno growled, a deep rumbling sound that resonated with the power of the wild, a warning against intrusion. Luna, her instincts taking over, darted ahead, her sleek form a shadow against the snow, leading the way into the dense forest, a refuge of darkness and mystery. Bruno followed, his massive frame crashing through the underbrush, his movements surprisingly swift, his determination a shield against the fear that gnawed at his heart. The forest, a realm of towering trees and silent shadows, offered a temporary sanctuary, a respite from the relentless pursuit. The air was thick with the scent of pine and damp earth, a stark contrast to the stale air of the circus. Bruno and Luna found a small cave, a hollow in the earth, a refuge against the biting cold. The bear curled up in the corner, his breath steady and deep, his massive form a warm presence in the darkness. Luna lay at the entrance, her ears twitching at every sound, her eyes scanning the shadows, her senses on high alert. As the night wore on, Luna's thoughts drifted to the life she had left behind, the captivity she had endured, the wildness she had never known. She had never known freedom, never felt the wind in her fur, never tasted the thrill of the hunt. Yet something about the wild, the untamed spirit of the forest, called to her, a primal yearning that resonated with her soul. Bruno, too, felt a stirring in his chest, a longing for the life he had lost, the freedom he had surrendered. He remembered the vast forests of his youth, the rivers that ran like silver ribbons, the mountains that touched the sky. He dreamed of a life beyond the cages, a life where he could roam free, a life where he could be himself. Morning arrived, painting the forest with a soft, ethereal light, a promise of a new day, a chance for survival. The air was crisp and cold, the ground covered in a fresh layer of snow, a pristine canvas for their journey. Bruno, his keen sense of smell guiding him, sniffed the air, his nose twitching, his instincts leading him to a patch of berries buried under the snow. Luna watched, her stomach growling, her eyes fixed on the bear's movements, her instincts telling her to hunt, to find sustenance in the wild. She had never hunted before, never felt the thrill of the chase, the rush of adrenaline, but her instincts, honed by generations of wild ancestors, kicked in as she spotted a rabbit darting through the trees, its white fur aflash against the dark bark. With a burst of speed, she gave chase, her heart pounding with excitement, her body moving with a fluid grace. The rabbit zigzagged, its movements erratic, its escape a desperate dance with death. But Luna's reflexes, sharpened by captivity, were swift and precise. She pounced, her teeth sinking into the soft fur, her kill a testament to her wildness, her freedom a taste of blood and triumph. For the first time, she felt the thrill of the hunt, the raw, primal joy of survival, the untamed spirit of the wild. Days turned into weeks, the rhythm of their lives dictated by the rising and setting of the sun, the ebb and flow of the wilderness. Bruno and Luna grew closer, their bond forged in the crucible of survival, their connection a silent understanding. They relied on each other for sustenance, for warmth, for protection. Bruno's strength, a bulwark against danger, complemented Luna's agility, a swift and silent weapon. They shared their meals, huddled together for warmth against the biting cold, watched each other's backs against the unseen threats of the forest. One evening, as they rested by a frozen stream, the silence broken only by the gentle murmur of the water beneath the ice, Luna let out a soft howl, a plaintive cry that echoed through the trees. Bruno looked at her, his dark eyes filled with curiosity, his head tilted in question. She howled again, the sound echoing through the forest, a call to the wild, a song of freedom. Bruno joined in, his deep roar blending with her melodic cry, their voices a symphony of the wild, a testament to their bond, a celebration of their newfound freedom. It was a moment of connection, a silent understanding, a bond forged in the wild, a promise of companionship against the loneliness of their escape. Their peaceful existence, a fragile truce with the wilderness, was shattered one day when they stumbled upon a pack of wolves, their presence a chilling reminder of the wild's unpredictable nature. The alpha, a large black wolf with scars across his face, his eyes burning with a predatory fire, growled menacingly, his voice a low, guttural threat. Luna stepped forward, her tail held high, her eyes fixed on the alpha, her stance a challenge against intimidation. But the pack, their numbers a daunting force, circled her, their teeth bared, their eyes gleaming with a primal hunger. Bruno, sensing the danger, the threat to his companion, let out a thunderous roar, his massive frame towering over the wolves, his presence a symbol of raw power. The pack hesitated, their instincts warning them of the bear's strength, their fear overriding their aggression. With a final snarl, a reluctant retreat, the alpha led his pack away, leaving Bruno and Luna alone, their bond strengthened by the shared threat, their respect deepened by the bear's unwavering protection. A fierce storm rolled in, its fury a tempest of wind and snow, its presence a chilling reminder of the wilderness's unforgiving nature. The wind howled like a wounded animal, its cry a mournful dirge. The snow piled up around them, a white shroud against the darkness. Bruno and Luna sought shelter in a hollowed-out tree, a natural refuge against the storm's wrath. The snow piling up around them, a white wall against the wind. The cold was relentless, its icy fingers seeping into their bones. Luna's thin fur offering little protection against the biting chill. Bruno, his massive body a furnace of warmth, wrapped himself around her, his fur a blanket against the cold, his presence a shield against the storm. As the storm raged on, Luna felt a deep gratitude for her unlikely companion, his warmth a lifeline in the face of the storm's fury, his presence a symbol of their unbreakable bond. When the storm passed, leaving behind a world transformed by snow, a landscape of pristine white and silent beauty, they ventured out, their senses sharpened, their instincts guiding them through the transformed terrain. The forest was silent, the trees heavy with ice, their branches glittering like crystal, their presence a silent testament to the storm's power. As they trudged through the snow, their paws sinking into the soft drifts, they came across a clearing, a break in the trees, a place where a small cabin stood, smoke rising from the chimney, a beacon of warmth and civilization. Curiosity, a spark ignited by their captivity, got the better of them, and they approached cautiously, their movements silent, their eyes scanning for danger. Through the window, a warm glow emanated from within, illuminating an old man sitting by the fire, his face weathered by time, his eyes twinkling with kindness. He spotted them, his gaze gentle, his smile welcoming, and gestured for them to come closer, his invitation a silent promise of sanctuary. The old man, named Henry, welcomed them into his humble abode, his cabin a haven of warmth and comfort against the biting cold. He had lived in the wilderness for decades, his life a solitary dance with nature, his heart a sanctuary for lost creatures. He fed them, his hands gentle as he tended to their wounds, his voice soothing as he spoke of the wilderness, of its beauty and its dangers. He gave them a safe place to rest, a respite from their journey, a moment of peace in their tumultuous lives. Bruno and Luna stayed with Henry for several days, their strength returning, their spirits lifted by his gentle demeanor. They grew fond of the old man, his kindness a stark contrast to the cruelty they had known at the circus, his wisdom a guiding light in their newfound freedom. They found solace in his stories, comfort in his presence, in a sense of belonging in his simple life. As their strength returned, their bodies healed, their spirits renewed, Bruno and Luna knew they couldn't stay forever, that their destiny lay beyond the walls of the cabin, beyond the boundaries of human kindness. The wild called to them, its voice a whisper in the wind, a song in their hearts, a yearning for the freedom they had tasted. They longed to explore the world beyond the cabin, to embrace the wilderness, to live as they were meant to be. Henry understood, his eyes filled with sadness, but also pride, his heart filled with the joy of their newfound freedom. He knew that their journey was not over, that their bond was a testament to the wild spirit that lived within them. One morning, as the sun rose over the snow-covered landscape, painting the sky with vibrant hues, Bruno and Luna stood at the edge of the forest, their eyes fixed on the path ahead, their hearts filled with anticipation. Henry watched from the porch, a smile on his face, a silent blessing for their journey. With a final glance back, a wordless farewell, they disappeared into the trees, their figures fading into the verdant tapestry of the wilderness. Their journey took them through vast forests, their paths winding through towering trees, their senses attuned to the rhythm of the wild. They crossed frozen rivers, their paws slipping on the icy surface, their determination unwavering. They traversed towering mountains, their bodies weary, their spirits strong, their eyes fixed on the horizon. They faced countless challenges, the harsh weather a constant adversary, the hungry predators a lurking threat, the ever-present danger of humans a shadow in their path. But through it all, their bond grew stronger, their reliance on each other a testament to their survival, their connection a beacon in the darkness. One day they came across a herd of deer grazing in a meadow, their presence a tempting feast, a test of their hunting prowess. Luna's instincts, honed by weeks in the wild, kicked in, her body tensing, her eyes fixed on the prey. She gave chase, her speed and agility unmatched, her movements fluid and graceful. Bruno followed, his massive frame crashing through the underbrush, his strength a powerful force, his presence a daunting threat. Together they brought down a young deer, their first successful hunt as a team, their victory a celebration of their unity, their survival a testament to their skill. Their peace, a fragile truce with the wilderness, was shattered one afternoon when they heard the distant sound of engines, a mechanical intrusion into their natural world. A group of hunters, their rifles slung over their shoulders, their eyes scanning the terrain, had entered the forest, their presence a threat to their newfound freedom. Bruno and Luna hid in the shadows, their hearts pounding, their senses on high alert, their instincts screaming for survival. The hunters passed by, their voices echoing through the trees, their presence a chilling reminder of the dangers of the human world. Bruno and Luna knew they had to be more careful, that the world was full of dangers, that not all humans were as kind as Henry, that their freedom was a fragile thing, a treasure to be guarded. Days turned into weeks, their journey a continuous exploration, their path a winding trail through the heart of the wilderness. They traveled further than they ever had before, their bodies strong, their spirits free, their hearts filled with the joy of discovery. One evening, as the sun set behind the mountains, painting the sky with vibrant hues, they stumbled upon a hidden valley, a sanctuary of lush greenery, a paradise of crystal-clear streams, an abundance of prey. It was a place of peace, a haven of tranquility, a refuge from the dangers of the outside world. Bruno and Luna knew they had found their sanctuary, their home, their haven. They explored the valley, their senses alive, their hearts filled with joy, their bodies moving with a newfound freedom. They marked their territory, their presence a silent claim, their bond a testament to their ownership. For the first time in their lives, they felt truly free, truly at home, truly at peace. Life in the valley was peaceful, a rhythm of nature, a dance with the seasons. Bruno spent his days foraging for berries, his massive paws digging through the earth, his keen sense of smell guiding him to hidden treasures. He fished in the stream, his powerful claws scooping up salmon, his patience rewarded with a bountiful catch. Luna honed her hunting skills, her speed and agility unmatched, her instincts sharp, her movements fluid. They grew stronger, their bodies filling out with muscle, their spirits rejuvenated by the freedom they had found. One day, Luna discovered a den hidden among the rocks, a natural refuge, a perfect place to raise a family, a sanctuary for their future. She and Bruno worked together to make it comfortable, lining it with soft moss and leaves, creating a haven of warmth and security, a symbol of their love, a promise of their future. Spring came, painting the valley with vibrant hues, a promise of new life, a celebration of renewal. Luna gave birth to a litter of cubs, 3 tiny wolves with soft gray fur and bright eyes, their presence a joy, their existence a miracle. Bruno watched over them, his massive frame a protective presence, his gentle gaze filled with love, his heart overflowing with pride. The cubs grew quickly, their playful antics bringing joy to the valley, their presence a celebration of life, their existence a testament to their parents' bond. Bruno and Luna taught them how to hunt, how to navigate the forest, how to survive in the wild. Their lessons a legacy, their guidance a gift. Their peace, a fragile truce with the wilderness, was shattered one day when Luna caught the scent of humans, a familiar danger, a chilling reminder of the outside world. She returned to the den, her heart racing, her eyes filled with fear, her instincts screaming for protection. Bruno sensed her fear, his body tensing, his eyes scanning the horizon, his presence a shield against the encroaching threat. The humans were poachers, their presence a threat to the valley, their actions a violation of their sanctuary. Bruno and Luna knew they had to protect their home, their cubs, their freedom, their legacy. The poachers entered the valley, their rifles at the ready, their eyes filled with greed, their presence a violation of their sanctuary. Bruno and Luna confronted them, their growls echoing through the trees, their presence a daunting force, their eyes burning with defiance. The poachers hesitated, their confidence wavering in the face of the massive bear and fierce wolf, their fear overriding their greed. A fight broke out, the air filled with the sounds of snarls and gunshots, the clash of man and beast, the struggle for survival. Bruno charged, his strength overwhelming the poachers, his presence a symbol of raw power. Luna darted between them, her speed and agility making her a formidable opponent, her movements swift and deadly. In the end, the poachers fled, their tails between their legs, their greed replaced by fear, their presence banished from the valley. Bruno and Luna stood victorious, their bodies bruised but unbroken, their spirits strong, their legacy secured. Years passed, the seasons turning, the landscape changing, the valley remaining a sanctuary, a haven of peace, a testament to their bond. Bruno and Luna grew old, their bodies slowing, their fur silvered, their eyes dimmed, but their spirits remained strong, their love unwavering. Their cubs had grown, their playful antics replaced by the wisdom of age, their presence a symbol of their parents' legacy. They had started families of their own, their dens scattered throughout the valley, their howls echoing through the trees, their presence a thriving pack, a testament to their survival. One evening, as the sun set over the mountains, painting the sky with vibrant hues, Bruno and Luna stood at the edge of the valley, their eyes fixed on the horizon, their hearts filled with the memories of their journey. They had lived a life of freedom, their bond unbreakable, their love a legend. As the stars twinkled above, their light a silent blessing, they let out a final howl, their voices blending in harmony, their song a testament to their love, their freedom, their legacy. Bruno passed away peacefully one winter night, his massive frame curled up in the den, his breath fading into the silence of the snow. Luna stayed by his side, her heart heavy with grief, her eyes filled with tears, her presence a silent vigil. She knew her time was near, that her journey was coming to an end, but she took comfort in the life they had built together, the love they had shared, the legacy they had created. One morning as the sun rose over the valley, painting the sky with a gentle light, Luna closed her eyes for the last time, her spirit joining Bruno's, their souls entwined, their love eternal. Their legacy lived on in the valley they had called home, in the cubs they had raised, in the stories they had left behind. The valley became a legend, a place where the spirit of freedom and the bond between two unlikely companions lived on, a sanctuary of peace, a testament to their love. Travelers spoke of a hidden paradise, a valley where wolves and bears roamed together in harmony, their presence a symbol of hope, their story a beacon of freedom. And in the heart of the valley, under the light of the full moon, the howls of wolves and the roars of bears could still be heard, a whisper in the wild, a testament to the enduring legacy of Bruno and Luna, a reminder of their love, their freedom, their eternal bond. Their story, a whisper against the wind, a song of the wild, a testament to the enduring power of love, the unbreakable bond between two souls, the eternal flame of freedom,